Those are kind of the 5 main components of a refi.
All right, so next up we have the note. Okay, this points out everything that was already on the closing disclosure, because that's where the closing disclosure got the information from. Okay, so as I had already told the signer before, I'll point this out to you in the documents as they come along. This is one of those moments. The arrows are pointing to the pertinent information that is on the closing disclosure. So I usually let them know, hey, you promised to pay, right? Reading number 1, you promised to pay this much money, and I'll point to the amount to these people, and I'll point to that village capital, etc. At this interest rate, I'll point to the interest rate for these payments starting on the 1st, everything in bold, by the way, of each month, starting November 1st, 2021, going through October 1st of 2051. Right, 51 minus 21 is 30. That's how you know it's a 30-year. At the very bottom of this note page, you'll see that it says multi-state fixed rate or fixed note. That's how you know it's a 30-year fixed. Underneath that, it says I make my monthly payment to, and then whatever that address is. I usually let them know, hey, this is not the actual address or what have you that you're going to be making your first payment to. Again, we're waiting for that first payment letter, and that'll tell you your actual payment amount and who you're going to be paying it to as well. This is usually a headquarters office to the lender, etc. And then your amount of monthly payments, the very last arrow right there, I'll point to that amount, and I say, again, this is not your actual monthly payments, it's just principal and interest, okay? And then we move forward from there. On the next page, this is the borrower's failure to pay as required. This is where I point out that late period that we talked about on the closing disclosure. 15-day grace period, all right? 4% interest applied to the overdue amount, and I show it to them on bold. And then for the rest of it, I let them know, hey, everything else is covered. The paragraphs are summarized with the bold title. After you're done reviewing, go ahead and flip it on over. Now, one thing I do want to throw out for these, okay, is sometimes on the note, the mortgage, etc., some individuals and some states require initials at the very bottom right of the documents. This one didn't. That's why I didn't show them to you. But you always want to double check, etc., because sometimes they're there. And the way that they're going to be initialing is going to be determined by their signature block. So if their signature block has first name, middle name, last name, or first name, middle initial, last name, or 3 names is my point, then their initials should have 3 initials. If you only have first and last name, and that's 2 names, then initials will only have 2 initials, first and last name initial. I hope that makes sense for everybody. And then one big thing that a lot of new notaries make mistakes on is the seal. That is referencing the actual signature, not any kind of stamping, not any kind of notary stuff, etc. That just means signature, like make your mark kind of thing. But that's the essence of the note.
Occasionally, corporations have seals, but that you would deal with that in a commercial transaction, maybe.
True.
But I've not seen one in over 25. They're really rare. Yeah, we used to order those when we set up corporations, but I don't even think we order them anymore. The only thing I'd add to your note back there, Josh, I repeat what you just saw on the front page of that closing disclosure is paragraph 4 on your front page there. There's no prepayment penalty, and then somewhere in there, I just kind of generally point on the second page. I usually say it on the second page. I guess I should say it on the first page, but no prepayment penalty, no balloon payment. I just kind of repeat that from the closing disclosure. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, just and let them know it's fixed rate. They usually want to know that. Sign it as it's written. Yeah, double check those initials, guys. Some companies love their initials. I have a friend who kills me. He makes them initial. He'll make them initial everything, whether it's down there or not. I'm like, no. Why?
Don't add to, guys. Just
you don't
do the
need
paperwork
to give yourself any extra time. And he's like, no, that's the way I've done it. All right, well, that's his pizza. All right,
that's his pizza.
That's his own pizza.
But he may not get orders to make more pizza, but that's fine.
Yeah, so, exactly. I sometimes wonder, but he kills it. He does real well. He has his own way of doing things. It's funny. But go ahead. Yeah, the note. The note is one of those 5 documents. I call the closing disclosure, the note, the mortgage. I like to go over the notice of right to cancel, and I like to show people their escrow. Those are kind of the 5 main components of a refi. So we're getting there.